This time a year ago, Caspa was the belle of the ball, everyone's favorite kid. But today, as we are in boring price action, it's more like the kid in the back of the bus who has to sit in the seat with its feet up on the hump, where the wheel is underneath the bus. It's not the favorite anymore. But is this a sign of trouble for Caspa, or do we still have a bright future? We're going to be talking about that in this video, covering the charts. Are we witnessing the waking up of Caspa as we have rallied just in the last 3 days, 36%? We'll be talking about what you should be expecting next. So go ahead and strap on in for the video. If you guys love Caspa or you're curious, go ahead and smash the like button right now and we will get through this video and I'll let you decide if you want to hit subscribe or if you want to hit the like button later on. But let's go ahead and get into the charts here on Caspa. Like I said, last 3 days have been somewhat bullish. There are some signs, though, we're starting to come to a little bit of a rejection right here. Of course, we're double topping back to levels we were at back here on March 12th. You also, if you pull up Fibonacci on this more recent timeline, going up to the all-time high set back in February, down to this most recent low, we're hitting our heads on golden pockets. So I do want to make sure you guys understand, do not be surprised to see some form of a pullback coming very, very soon. Even if you were to go to the beginning of this year, let's find January 1st here using fixed range volume profile right there. And then you come over here. We recently have gotten very, very close, kind of hitting our head right there around the value area high, right in some of these volume gaps. So do not be surprised to see rejection, even more so when you come down to the 4-hour chart and you turn on, of course, our favorite indicators. That is Lux Algo. Check out the link down below, crushing it in the trades. We did have a nice buy order come in more recently, and we hit our take profit, bouncing once again off the red reversal bands here as well. But you're going to start to slowly see the oscillator say it's time for a cool off. We were overbought. You're seeing the MACD keel over with the histograms cool down. The great Lux Algo indicator is not yet saying you should be entering a short on the 4-hour chart yet, but we do have a bearish reversal and a big bearish dot. The money flow, while still technically going positive, is starting to round off and never got above that bullish threshold. In fact, let's go down to the 1-hour chart and see if it is saying we already should have been entering into a short. And sure enough, it is. You guys can see here, we got our red reversals, bearish divergence as well. So that's 2 different reversal calls. The bearish momentum set in and excessive buyers left the space as the money flow crossed back below the bullish threshold. So this is a trade, really the short you should have entered in yesterday on the hourly chart. You're getting probably close to a short-term take profit where the smart trail concept and an order block are coming in here, kind of around about $14, give or take, lower $14, maybe $14.3. Let's go ahead and call it. On the 4-hour chart, where things are starting to potentially shift from the bullish to the bearish, you could see a lot further of a pullback. In fact, being in a trading channel here more recently, you probably should at least expect some form of a pullback to this yellow line to retest it as support. You guys can see the smart trail concept is quickly going up into that direction. So I would not be surprised over the next couple of days to see a merge right there with the two as the price comes back, possibly back down below even $14. We talked about on the hourly chart, maybe back down to as low as $13.8, give or take. But you guys aren't here for me to talk about the bearish take. You're here to say, Tim, is Caspa waking back up? Is there any reason to be positive whatsoever on good old Caspa? Well, to do that, let's take a look at the daily chart. And this is where we're seeing potentially some positive signs playing out. Now, again, we broke out of this trading channel. That is a positive sign. We hit and went well below our take profit, but you can see the price action is starting to quickly bounce back up. We did reject on that daily smart trail concept. So again, that's reason why I'm looking for a potential downward motion. But wait for a buy signal to come in, and I do believe that we will see Caspa shoot back up to the upside, at least coming back up towards its previous all-time high of 18 cents. Now, I want to address something that I've seen a lot. People have been kind of bearish on Caspa, and the biggest argument they're making is that there's not a lot of places to purchase it. There's not a lot of centralized exchanges to be buying it, and that's one of the biggest reasons that price is suppressed. But I want to make the counterpoint to you guys. That's one of the biggest reasons why I do believe Caspa could explode, is because when eventually it does get listed on the likes of Coinbase and other centralized exchanges, major places for people to buy crypto, that will bring a lot of buying pressure back into Caspa. I'm not in this video to talk to you guys about the fundamentals and the details. There are people far smarter than me that understand the value of Caspa. I'm here simply to look at the charts, and when I look at this chart, going back to it, I just want to even zoom out for you guys and make sure you take a healthy look at what is happening here on the Caspa chart. This is not a bad chart. I warned you guys last year, and I think a couple of you listened to me and some of you didn't. When you have this explosive of a rally and you go just above and beyond what people thought was expected, you are doomed to take some boring time periods. This is just how crypto markets move. This is how stock markets move. When you have these massive explosions in price action, you're doomed to have some boring time. And that's what Caspa has been through. It's really been boring. After being extremely explosive back in November, you've seen some boring price action. With the exception of about 2 weeks in February, Caspa has not been an exciting project. But that's because we literally had nonstop action from its existence back in later 2022 all the way until that November 2023 rally ended. It was nothing but nonstop rallies, falls, rallies, falls. You can see there was no sideways movement really whatsoever. Everything was either majorly positive or majorly negative. Well, guess what? We're getting very sideways action. In fact, I can't even say without certainty, while I do think there are signs that we're seeing some bullishness, even here on the daily chart, you guys are seeing we're slowly building on the oscillator here with Luxago. We had a reversal, we have our bullish momentum. The sellers, excessive sellers are leaving the space. Money flow is flowing positive. That's all great. But, there's always still that chance we fall back down even to these levels closer towards 9 cents. It's absolutely doable. However, at this point, I'm a bigger believer that you should be taking every opportunity to be gobbling up some Caspa below 20 cents as much as you can, because this is still a coin that I have a big future belief on. Sometime maybe next week or in the week after that, I might go ahead and give my long-term Caspa price prediction. It's one of the coins that's going to be harder to give because it's newer. It didn't have a previous bear market. It's going to have a wide range. But I will be giving you guys my final top of the bull market price prediction next week or two. If you're excited about that, smash the like button. If you enjoyed this video and it helped you, make sure you hit subscribe and you like all the content we put out. But with that said, I'll see you guys today at the 3 p.m. live show. Adios.